Good morning. So, here we are on a Friday. So welcome to this little morning reflection. As I'm trying to shuffle. It's where we can take a chance to ask the universe a question or two. So the big question is what do I need to know? What lessons I might need to learn today? What could I work on? What can I improve? It's one of those things where if the universe says, you know what? You've been angry lately. So I'm going to throw a test at you today. Be prepared. Let's see how you react today. You know, because if I'm forewarned that a situation's going to come up, then I can prepare myself and surprise everybody around me by reacting in a positive manner. So, I mean, that's kind of what this is for me, is just it's a meditation, a reflection on things that we can work on to make the world a little bit better. So let's see. So I'm going to take my deep breaths. I'm just in that habit every time I hear the shuffle of the cards. Reminds me to stop, take that breath, and that it's okay to take 5 minutes. And just do nothing but maybe meditate or reflect. Because I know how tough it is to get that 5 whole minutes out of a day. Believe me. Okay. So I'm going to lay my deck out like this. I'm going to cut it into 3s. Each one of these is a thread to the universe. Okay. Each one of these has a string that's going out, and depending upon which string I pull is the focus for the day. Because if I pull on this string, it's a different conversation than if I pull on this one or this one. So we are going into the weekend. So let's pull on the bottom string here and see what's underneath everything. So I'm going to do my 3 and 1. And I'm going to flip each card over one at a time because I like to see the story the same time you do. And whatever's in this chapter here, I may think I know where this story is going, but by the time I get here, this could change the entire book all the way around. So who knows? So I'm going to flip over this card. Oh, and we have the 7 of Swords. So with the 6s, you have this harmony where you're moving forward. But then when you come across and you have the 7th sword, something else is getting thrown in there and throws us off our game. So sometimes we can feel like we need to get something done or that we want something, and it's just an impulse, and so we could react. And it may not be the best way to do things, and it may be a way that we might regret later on. But he's looking across over here. Let's see what he's looking at. And he's looking at the 2 of Wands reversed. So 2 of Wands are about moving forward, about starting something. And this guy's looking angry about this, so maybe there's something that has to get done that we want to do, or that somebody else wants us to do, and we really don't want to, so we might drag our feet or throw a wrench into the cogs. But he's looking across over this way, so let's see what he's looking at. And he's looking at death reversed. And this is our major, so this is the important one here. So this is about moving forward with something. And when you have death reversed, it means that you're not able to move forward. It means that there's a transition that you don't want to happen. And so sometimes in life, there's things that we need to do, that we need to move forward. And we can act like a 5-year-old and say, I don't want to. I'm taking my swords and go home. But this Two of Wands is looking kind of longingly over here, saying, I really think that it's time to move on. So there's this battle going on to knowing that we need to move on. And generally with death, it's on to something better. But it's tough to realize that when you're in the middle of something. So what is it that we're struggling to move forward from? And I'm going to flip the advice card here. And exactly as I'd mentioned with the 6. I'd already mentioned the 6 of Swords with this because the 6 of Swords is about moving forward. It's about, when it's like this, you have the rough waters here. You have the rough waters here, and on the other side, it's smooth and you're moving forward. And this person here knows this. They know about that longing, about getting in that boat. But is it our anxieties? Is it our fears? What's keeping us from moving forward? So with this spread here, and again, I do like the petulant look this person has. I mean, we have this inner 5-year-old that says, I don't want to, even though the inner adult is saying it's the right thing and we know it. And again, that 5-year-old is saying, well, I'm taking my swords and I'm going home. But deep down inside, we know that we need to let go and just move forward. So, what is it in our lives that we don't want to let go of? What negative feelings? This is about moving forward into something positive, away from something. But the negativity that we know sometimes is easier to deal with than what might be around the bend. At least I know this devil. The devil you know is better than the one you don't know. So sometimes we just accept it and we get stuck. So the question is, what kind of thing can we do for ourselves to help us move on? What kind thing can we do for ourselves to help us realize that there is going to be something better? Almost like, what self-parenting can we do that can convince us that it is time to move on? And so with that, thank you very much again, and I hope everybody has an amazing, amazing weekend. And I will see you all again on Monday.